is uncensored and is for adults only. Mature or immature, doesn't matter.
Look, Brennan, here's the thing. It's the Catalina fucking wine mixer, okay?
Are you saying pow? What are you saying?
It's the biggest helicopter leasing event in the Western Hemisphere since 1997.
Why does he keep doing that?
I have to sell or lease at least 80 choppers to make my nut. And you mess with my nut, Brennan? Randy here is going to eat your dick.
Like Kobayashi.
Introducing Trailer Trash Barbie. She's larger and meaner than them other prissies stuck up thinking they're better than you Barbies. Now every girl can live the fantasy of ignorance and poverty with her special trailer park friend. Every Trailer Trash Barbie comes complete with 2 packs of Marlboro Lights for Barbie smoking pleasure, a bottle of drugstore brand scotch to refresh Barbie during her busy day of bitching, stinking, and watching TV. Waffle House and Shoney's uniforms sold separately. Trailer Trash Barbie comes with platinum blonde hair with black roots showing, blue eyeshadow, and cocoa beige colored teeth. Plus, a Miracle O Procreation button. Press button on Barbie's back, and she's pregnant again. There's also an action pull string where Trailer Trash Barbie can say up to 11 phrases, including,
I done told you freaking kids to get the hell out of my yard. Oh, damn constipation again. Where the frig are my cigarettes?
and more. Barbie double-wide dream trailer with stained carpet, broken steps, and black and white TV sold separately. And coming soon, abusive boyfriend Ken with sour milk breath.
What's sex without love?
Sex! It's still sex! Right now I'm in a new chapter. In this chapter, reality is hit. Reality is, I'm single, fucking dating. I can do what I want now. Now here's the scary thing about dating for me. I believe in karma. Whatever you do in life is gonna come full circle at some point in time. I know it is, okay? My fear is I'm gonna fuck around and fall in love and I'm gonna get hurt. When I think about getting hurt, I think about the ultimate level of getting hurt. Like, if I'm trying to surprise my lady on her lunch break, she would be in the car, give some dude head, I'm gonna fuck around and see it. Now I know I'm not strong enough to deal with that. I'm too emotional. I'll break down. No. Pick your head up. Don't finish. Don't finish it. Jesus, take the wheel, please. I know I can't deal with that. Some men are. Some men can't. Some men are strong enough to catch that woman in the sexual act, like giving another man head to the point where they can go up to the car, open the car door, and say one sentence. In that sentence, they'll let a woman know how much he loved her, how bad she hurt him, and where he is mentally, and he can walk off. Some men can pull it off. You know what? I loved you the best that I could. What I could do, I did. What I didn't do, I tried. Fuck it. He'll walk off. She'll feel bad. Why am I doing this? I don't want to do it no more. Did you get it? That was the dick. Did you guys get it? This was the dick. Did you get it? You got it? Right. Some men are different. Some men are killers. Some men are thugs all the time. No, fuck that. Fuck that. I see my girl in the car, give some dude head. I'm gonna go up to the car. I'm gonna grab him, drag him out the car. I'm gonna beat the shit out the dude. That's what some men feel. Would you do that, man? Chase, would you fuck him up? You whip his ass. You gonna fight the guy with his dick out? His dick is out. This guy got the hard dick. That's the wrong answer, Chase. I don't like that answer. I don't think you thought about it. You should have thought it through. His fucking dick is out. I can't fight the dude with the hard dick. It's not gonna happen. The reason why is because I'm small. When I fight, I gotta get low. I gotta get your legs. If your dick is out at some point in time, that's gonna cause a problem for me. If your dick is out at some point in time, yo, you got my girl out here in a fucking car? Huh? Nigga? Yo, you're gonna lose your fucking mind if a man's dick hits your head in front of a group of people watching the fight. You're gonna do some shit you never thought you would do. You're gonna fuck around and grab it. You're gonna say some shit you never thought you would say. I'm gonna rip it up! This dick is coming with me! This is my dick! I got 2 dicks now! Yo, if you grab a dude's dick in a fight, you gotta kill yourself that night. You have to die that night. You can't go on living. Because for the rest of your life, you're going to be known as the dude to grab the dude's dick that day in the fight. They're the dude to grab that dude's dick that day in the fight. What was I supposed to do? The dick is on my head. Hey, man, get your dick grabbing ass out of here, man. I'm trying to talk to you. Dick grabber.
Richardson Show.
What's up, everybody? It's Friday. Friday. Interesting. It's really interesting. I was told that somebody would be here for the show, but no sign of that person. I don't know what to think. I mean, I don't get it anymore. I really don't. I don't. Yeah. My video, starts and whatever, blah, blah, blah. We already know that. We already know it started. Go away. Alerts off. I have no idea what Karen is. I have no idea whatsoever. Went ahead, spoke with her last night because, of why she missed the show on Wednesday. And I said, how's everything? Is everything okay? It's like, yeah, everything's okay. I'm good to go for Friday. I'm thinking, okay, just making sure. But it's an all go for me tomorrow, she says. That was yesterday. That's last night. And of course, me being the paranoid son of a bitch that I am, because I'm paranoid. And I'll be straight up with you, because it's like I know somebody will schedule something with me, and then all of a sudden it's just it deflates last minute. It's happened with so many co-hosts. So many people have done it, and Karen's even done it a couple of times. It's just something comes up, and I'm kind of left now, because usually I'll get a message back. It might be more towards the start of the show, but it's like, hey, something came up, I can't make it, a tire blew out, engine failed, got run over by a lamb, or so I got hit by a bull. Something would have come up. I messaged at 5:30. Things still okay for tonight. 5:30. I messaged. And it shows that she's been active recently. Actually active 2 minutes ago. Has not seen my post or comment, not gotten back to me, not told me she's not coming or going to be late like she normally does. It's 7:10. No Karen. What is going on? Because I have no idea. I mean, I would think by now, over the time that she's been with us, has been good friends with us, that the line of communication is open to where if something came up, even if it's something dumb, something that seems almost unreal to believe, whatever the case may be, she would be able to tell me and say, hey, I can't come to the show. I mean, you would think that would be the case. See, normally, Karen's here. She's my right-hand person on the show. Me and her are usually the talkative two. I got my wife, Alyssa, who comes on usually for the last hour of the show or last half hour of the show, sometimes even the whole show, depending on how the parental activities are going with our son. Then David shows up now occasionally. David's been so busy because, him and, their company, Hulk Hulling and Contracting, are backed up. They're doing really good business, and David's like working like 8 days a week and some shit like that. So it's like, the one thing I could always rely on is Karen telling me, what's up? What's up? Matt Connerton is saying, hey. Like saying, hey there, just want to say hello before I get back on the air. Matt Connerton does a show from 4 to 6 p.m. Eastern Time on rawtalkonlineradio.com. Make sure you tune into that. It's a very compelling and entertaining show. He also does one from 7:30 to 10 on Friday, so he's just checking in. Thanks, Matt, for checking in. You can actually listen to him. If I get too boring, go over to WMNH Radio, WM as in Mary, N as in Nancy, H as in hamster, radio.org, I believe. And he'll be doing, I think it's oh shit, what the hell is the name? It's like, Pop Culture Cosmos, or not Retro Spectrum Radio. Retro Spectrum, yeah, I think I got it there. And also, of course, I'm on Matt's internet station, IPMNation.com. So make sure you check him out as well. And, of course, his wonderful show he does Monday through Friday live on Raw Talk Online Radio. But again, it's like, I'm lost, guys. I have no idea. I have no idea what happened. It's like, do I really need to check up like this all the time? Because it's like, I don't know from one day to the other, one show to the other. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's going on. And I feel like I'm this nagging person, too. I actually feel like I'm doing something wrong. Like, should I not message every show night and just double check? How's everything going? Are we okay? What's going on? Blah, 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 blah. Should I not do that? Because, listen, Karen's wonderful. I love Karen to death. Me and her are friends. Me and her and David are friends. And, I think the world of her. But, I don't know what it is. That's just life happens. And life happens more often than not with Karen and her family most of the time. She's come on and told some pretty crazy stories on the air about her wild and crazy family. So I'm expected this percentage of kookiness. But I've never seen this. I've never seen this where I've sent a message. It's gone unread for hours. Unless she is like offline for hours. And she hasn't. She's been online. She's been active. And she does not read or even respond to any of the messages I've sent about 2 hours ago. Just to see, hey, is everything good for the show tonight? Are you going to be on the show tonight? I usually get a yay or nay. And you know something? If it's nay, okay, thank you for telling me. I move on with the show. If it's a yay, all right, we're expected to have Karen on the show. I don't go ahead and get overly bummed. This is not a rant at Karen for being overly bummed that she's not on the show. This is just the fact of the matter of I've got no reason for me to understand why she's not here. If something came up, if something went down, if she got into an accident, if she, God forbid something bad happened, it must have happened before 5:30. Because that's when his last message I sent, and that's the message that hasn't been read off. I even went ahead and sent like a thumbs up just to kind of maybe spark an activity to see if she would read it, but no dice. No dice. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I have no idea. And I know it's not, the phone is not working, because that's happened before, where they either forgot to pay their phone bill, they didn't have it, or whatever the case may be, because she's been active recently. She's been active. So I don't know. I don't know what the situation is. I really wish I knew, but of course we can't dwell over it for the whole show. But I'm a little frustrated right now. I'm a little frustrated, a little bit worried, and possibly upset because of just the lack of communication. And as wild and crazy as her life may be, I would think at least a considerable, hey, it ain't happening tonight. That would, and that's normally from her. She's normally pretty good about getting in touch with me and telling me what's happening, and just not today. Not today for some reason. I don't know. I don't know what the deal is, but it's not today. It's not today. So anyway, I am relying on you folks out there. 813-699-5353. Alyssa will be in a little bit later. We're going to talk Disney. Along with that, we're also going to talk about Big Brother. Big Brother had their first live eviction last night. We're going to go ahead and talk about that. And of course, we'll get into some just normal BS talk that we normally do. I want to say hello to everybody on Twitch. That is right, ladies and gentlemen. We can be found now on twitch.tv. We're trying to dab into all the social media we can. Twitch is the new platform. Well, not new for everybody else, new for us. I finally went ahead, set up Twitch, got everything loaded, updated my bio, updated the links and all that stuff. So I finally got Twitch on now as one of the streaming things that I'm doing on the show. So go visit our Twitch thing. As I say that, I don't have the link. Go figure. Let's see here. I'm going to my channel because I got the YouTube channel. The YouTube channel I don't really get a lot of hits on, so I kind of just upload the video after it's done. I just do that. But the Twitch one, you want to go twitch.tv/Charles_Richardson_show. Here, I'll go ahead and blast it out there on the Facebook, on the comments. Maybe you guys will take a look at it. Subscribe if you're a Twitch person. Definitely go ahead and try to find it. And you know what? I don't know how it's going to work. I'm not a Twitch person. I'm not really a TikTok person, to be honest with you. I think I've done TikTok, once. And to me, it just felt too teenagerish. You know what I'm saying? And my show is not for teenagers. My show is not for the teeny boppers or young kids or anything like that. And you know what? I know where my place is. I know that it's not for teenagers. It's not for, hell, it's not even for those adults that like to party. If they're going on YouTube or TikTok or whatever, and they want to go ahead and search music videos or people dancing stupidly out there or them doing like ice bucket challenges and shit like that. Listen, it's all for it. That's all like virtual entertainment, video entertainment. This here is a talk show. And I've seen people do their talk shows, and I'm, more professionally than me, but I've seen people do their talk shows on Twitch, and I'm thinking, let's figure it out. Let's figure it out, and, we'll see what happens. We'll see if I get any followers on Twitch. We'll see if I get anybody that wants to view my show, because you never know. You never know what the audience is out there. You got to tap into that audience. You got to tap it, baby. Tap it real hard, and hopefully something comes out of it. And I'm not talking about anything weird. Just tap it and fire away. That's all you got to do. Tap it and fire away. Yeah, I know, Starsky. I know. It's okay, though. You know what? I know I'm not even worried about it. I'm not even bothered about it. It is what it is. The show's going to continue regardless. So, want to call the show? It's 813-699-5353. Like I said, we got Alyssa coming in later on. She's going to go ahead and sit in that co-host seat. We're going to go ahead and talk Big Brother. We're going to go ahead and talk Disney. We got a few things going on there. We have a few other things as well. One thing I actually went ahead and found is somebody posted a picture of a toilet. Now, granted, when I say somebody posted a picture about a toilet, you think, it's probably the lid is open, there's a big-ass turd in it, and, somebody's urinating or taking a dump as they're filming it and stuff like that. It's not this. So apparently in Japan, there is a sink that's built right above the toilet tank. It's got a drain in it, a place for soap, and of course it's got the nozzle that comes out. So it's used for hand washing, obviously. So when the water drains, it goes right back into the tank to be used for the next flush. And according to this, it saves millions of gallons of water each year. So I'm thinking, interesting. Because let's face it, as disgusting as we want to think about toilet water, it's really water. It's just water. It's water that goes into the freaking tank where, yes, feces, piss, everything like that goes in there. So we understand the toilet water in the tank, not in the bowl. I wouldn't want to touch with a stick. But the water in the tank of the toilet, well, that's just water coming out of the faucet kind of thing. It fills up with just regular water. So this makes sense. Why not have the sink, sort of, the hand washing sink, drain right back into the toilet tank? You know what I'm saying? Starsky says, yes, I tuned in. I'm half drunk and I have children, so I'm grilling on the grill. Hey, listen, we appreciate you tuning in, Starsky. We appreciate it. Listen, it's never really, I'll be honest with you, it's never really a lot of people tuning in on Friday night. I'll be honest with you. It's really not. Friday nights are usually the low time of the show. You know, I'll get a few hits here and there, and maybe, you know, people like you, Starsky, going and comment. You know, that's all great and everything. But I'll be honest, it's like Friday's show is not very popular. It's not very popular. Now, the people that are listening on one of our affiliates, you know, which I can't see the numbers on my end, but if they're listening right now, they're listening on a few different stations like Alien X Radio. They're up there in Michigan. They're on just audio only. They're not looking at video. You know, they may have a few listeners there. Lime City Radio always has a lot of listeners. So Mike has done a great job up there in Indiana with Lime City Radio. Tomorrow Radio is another one that is got a lot of listeners. That's overseas in Ireland. It's midnight over there, so I don't know how many people are actually up listening to talk radio. But we appreciate those guys over there, tomorrowradio.com, giving us a shot there in Ireland. We got AOW broadcast. It's in Idaho. Bad Billy is the one making things happen over there. IPM Nation with Matt Connerton. You know, he's making it happen there on IPMNation.com there in New Hampshire. And then we got IRN broadcast in Tampa, Florida. So, I mean, listen, we all know internet radio is a really, really congested highway. There's just a lot of stations, millions and billions of stations. So to go ahead and stand out, to grab those 3, 4, 5 listeners for that time slot is pretty hefty. Now, with all these stations that I'm on, you got to think I got some listeners somewhere. You got to think that somebody's listening to something on somewhere on during the hours of 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern time on some of these stations, even my own. RawTalkOnlineRadio.com. And of course, on the Just for Fun Facebook page, I want to thank Scotty for allowing me to go ahead and post on Just for Fun Radio, and we appreciate he's heard the show. He obviously supports the show. Obviously, otherwise he wouldn't have given access to it. And I'm just waiting for one of these days where it's like, you know what, screw it. I'm done with you. And just go ahead and just pulls my administrative rights to streaming. But you know what? It's cool. Starsky says, I figure Scotty don't like me anymore, so I'm listening to you. What? Oh, whoa, dude, Starsky, you listen. This is compelling right here. You got to tell me what's going on. What did you and Scotty get into? I mean, I got to kind of know this. You're not going to wrestling tomorrow, is that it? Because Southern Fried Championship Wrestling, they're having a show up there in Georgia tomorrow night where every championship is available, is up for grabs. So if you're in Macon, Georgia, or somewhere close to Macon, or even not even close, and you're willing to make a drive, go on out there for Southern Fried Championship Wrestling. It's really entertaining. I'll be honest with you. If I didn't know any better, I'd say it was it had storylines and wrestling talent close to, if not there, of NXT and WWE. I mean, they really know how to put on a show. David Manders over there, Todd Sexton, you know, the upper echelon of the team that runs that stable over there is top of the line. They really have they really know what the hell they're doing. So definitely, if you are in Macon, Georgia, and you want to go take a look at Southern Fried, definitely go ahead and make sure you go come on out there. Andrew Joseph, there he is, the man right there behind Tomorrow Radio. He's right there. Give me the numbers. Since December, we've had 20,000 monthly listenership and around 4,000 per month. We had 20,000 listeners and around 4,000 per month. So, listen, right there, you see, and that is one of those diamonds in the rough that you don't see very often. Tomorrow Radio, they dive into a well-versed music selection, a well-versed audience that's out there, something that's untapped, and Andrew's gone in there. they've gone into basically into cars with like FM radio. They have something up there, a DAB or something like that. I think they dived into. I'm not sure if they're still with it or not, but he's done a marvelous job up there building Tomorrow Radio there in Ireland. And I'm telling you, it's he's got it going on. He's got his prime listeners, and that's awesome. We love having Andrew up there, back in our show, even though it is like the prime time, well, not even prime time. We're talking about late night show. We're like the Jimmy Fallon, the late show Jimmy Fallon, not the Tonight Show Jimmy Fallon. We're talking about late night show. And so we're up there, airing on, midnight to 2 a.m. So we're there with a lot of people that like are night workers and people that work at night, or people that are just night owls. If they like in compelling talk radio, if they like, they feel like hearing voices like me, curse and just, bash people, bash storylines. They're listening to me. And that's what my show is all about. My show is all about, we talk about the current events that's going on. We talk about topics that might be hitting people hard. I mean, not just United States. Usually it's mostly the U.S. that's going on because, I mean, let's face it, we're like the laughing stock compared to everybody else. Everybody else watches us because it's like a reality show. The U.S. is a reality show, and that's what I go ahead and report on. How badly is this reality show? I mean, for fuck's sakes, we're going to be talking Big Brother. That's just a regular reality show. So it's like, and like I was mentioning in my first thing, because I know I'm going all over the place. When you're an internet radio station, when you're running an internet station, it is so saturated that if you can go ahead and pull the numbers that Andrew is pulling in for Tomorrow Radio, those type of numbers, you got something going. The same thing with Scotty, with Just for Fun Radio. If you can pull those numbers and get a following like that, I mean, you got something going. I mean, when you can start selling advertisements and making a living off that, that is a rarity nowadays, honest to God, unless you're a professional station and you got the freaking money to go ahead and promote it and everything. Damn right. A little bit off topic here. Starsky says, love the freaking cheers sign. Thank you very much. 813-699-5353. Yeah. So like I mentioned, DAB Plus, which covers most of Ireland. They're on DAB Plus radio, which is, it's what I was understanding is it's kind of like the FM frequency, except it's a little bit different. It's not FM. I think it's more internet or more streaming type thing, but it's built into all the cars. Like, why don't we have that shit down here in the States? Where the hell is that? I mean, we got satellite radio, but you got to pay an arm and a leg for that. And I'm wondering, maybe is DAB satellite? I don't know. He does porn on the weekend. Yeah. Listen, are we talking about Scotty now? He does porn on the weekend? Because I wouldn't blame him. I don't blame him for that. Listen, he's going to make $1 here and there. I mean, listen, I understand he's got sponsors and everything like that, but listen, if you can go ahead and get a side hustle, I mean, talk about hustle. You know what I'm saying? What do we got going on? Who messaged me? Okay, here we go. Let's see here. Didn't get to you earlier. Pandemic has left the house because Karen had bad asthma attack. I forgot to. His days around the years. Okay. All right. So obviously Karen is not feeling well. She is actually. Everybody, go ahead and prayers for Karen. So, all right. Listen, and like I said, it happens. It's just I was wondering what was going on, and now I figured it out. Now I finally got the update. Chris in the house. Chris, yes, sir. I'm not sure what yes is about. He's agreeing with me on something, and I'm glad he is. I'm not sure what he's agreeing with me on, but I appreciate it because I've been going all over the place. Trying to go ahead and fill in time. And again, we appreciate everybody on our affiliate side. Tomorrow Radio, of course, one of our bigger affiliates. We appreciate that. Alien X Radio has been with us the longest. Lime City Radio is one of, pretty much, they have tons of listeners there. Hopefully some of them are listening tonight. IRN Broadcast over there in Florida, IPM Nation in New Hampshire, AOW Broadcast in Idaho, and of course, don't forget all those live ones I've already mentioned, but the replay stations, 920 WON The Apple, 940 WEAF The Liberty. You missed tonight's show or Wednesday's show, not only can you go ahead and catch it on Spreaker or another time during rawtalkonlineradio.com, but you can also catch it on those networks, and you can find them, wonnewyork.net. We air Wednesdays and Friday shows back-to-back, or they do, back-to-back, Saturday, 11:58 p.m. Eastern Time, another late night. So, there you go. Chris says, come to Denver, Colorado. Listen, I'm all for going ahead and bringing a bong to Denver. Don't really have the need for it. I mean, what's in Denver besides Rockies and like 100-degree weather now? Andrew went ahead and clarified. DAB Plus radio is digital radio, like FM, but digital. So again, it's like I say, it's something we don't have here. We really don't have it. It's, we got something that you can go ahead and link your phone to, which you can hear it through the speakers. But we don't have anything like this DAB Plus radio. This is something that I think the states need to get into, because that's going to be huge with all the internet stations that are out there, I think it should take off. I think I definitely would take off. I just think, what I think is, I don't think it's going to be covered by the FCC. I think the FCC is going to, just freaking tear it apart. But anyway, DAB Plus radio. Digital radio there in Ireland, and Tomorrow Radio, they're part of that, and that's why I think that's one of the main reasons why they're so successful. Not only that, Andrew just has just a great thing going on over there with a lot of great talent. I am kind of surprised he still lets me broadcast over there, but he's just got a great talent going on, and so that's awesome. So, well, again, Andrew, we appreciate you supporting the show. It's all gravy. That's what we like. It's what we like. 813-699-5353. Okay, that's the number. If you want to talk about anything that's going on, let us know. Hey, listen, today, since no Karen, we can go ahead and talk sports. Definitely want to talk about the Cuban crisis. Kind of want to get into that. And just, it's a sad it's a sad day over there. It really is. And now I'm getting why everybody's like protesting. And apparently it's working. The protesting is working, so I guess they're doing something kind of interesting over there, which we like to see. They're finally lifting restrictions, and there was apparently restrictions on food and medicine and all this other stuff. And finally, the government says, "All right, we get it." Finally, so I'm actually glad to hear that. All right, so let's go ahead. We're going to take a break. I'm going to catch my breath. Going to grab some water. Going to take care of all that. When we come back, we got a couple of things. So we got McDonald's in the news. McDonald's apparently shaking up the business industry of fast food with employee benefits. We'll take a look at that. We'll also take a look at a man being robbed after filming porn. Yeah. There's an interesting story there. Don't go away for that. And LA County, because of the coronaviruses, which, by the way, the numbers are starting to go back up. And a lot of this, I think, is happening and is with because of the, what the hell is it? The Delta version of the virus. It's sad. I thought we were actually getting out of it, but who knows? We may not be in the clear yet. So, guys, stay tuned. We're going to take a couple of songs. Enjoy. This is underground rock and roll. We got Nice Apathy and System of the Hate. We got going on coming up next here. So, enjoy the tunes, and we'll be right back. Do not go anywhere.
Be kind and rewind. The Charles Richardson Show will be right back.
I just applied for a job at Taco Bell. Has anyone ever seen the job application at Taco Bell? What asshole is writing the questions on this application? Question number 3, and I quote, how did you hear about Taco Bell? What the fuck? How did I hear about Taco Bell? I live on Earth. You piece of shit. It's not the Illuminati. I walked here from my house. How do you think I heard of Taco Bell? I Googled diarrhea and your name came up. They ask if you're currently employed. Let's go with no. Let's check the no box there, Einstein. Who's leaving their current job to work at Taco Bell? What piece of shit job do you have? Right now I work at Del Taco, but I'm trying to take it up a notch in the taco game today. My goal is Chipotle 2017. They drug test at Taco Bell. What are you shitting me? Why wouldn't you want a meth head at Taco Bell? You know how fast they are? Give me a taco. There you go. Holy shit. This guy is good. That's the employee of the month, meth head Steve. He's there at 6 a.m. because he hasn't slept in like 8 months. Those tacos are flying off the shelves. Taco! 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 Steve, no one's even here. I see people. I saw the Loch Ness Monster in the drive-thru. Here's one of the questions on the application, and here's how it's phrased. What drugs have you done? Not have you done drugs. They're not even bullshitting anymore. Taco Bell. There's like 8 blank lines. Who is answering this shit honestly? What drugs have I done? You mean like today? How do you spell PCP?
He's just a fat Howard Stern. This is the Charles Richardson Show.
To the show, 813-699-5353. Even though she's not here, we wish her well. Karen, David, don't get the call them at Hull Culling and Contracting. There, your one-stop shop for all your home improvements, lawn maintenance, home improvements, car repairs, more, and much more. They service all the Southwest Florida area, so make sure you give them a call. 941-204-1264. They'll go ahead, set up a time to come on over, give you an estimate. Fair pricing, hard work. You can't ask for anything more there. Hull Culling and Contracting, 941-204-1264. Listen in the studio.
Hello.
Hey. Coming to save my ass here, aren't you?
Well,
She always saves my ass.
I don't know about all that.
Yeah. So I want you to take a look at this. I know I'm not sure. Well, you can't see because you're not on the.
No.
You're not on there, but I kind of want you to see. I'll have to show you. Like, turn one of these monitors around or something.
Can't you just send it to me in Messenger?
I could. Well, it's actually on the Charles Richardson Show. It's like...
It's on the Charles Richardson.
It is. It's right below where I posted about Twitch. It's the toilet picture.
Hang on a second.
So, yeah, I'll describe it to everybody that's watching right now because it's on the screen. So this is what I was referring to before Alyssa came in, before we went to commercial break.
Let's see toilet picture.
Yeah, it's there. It's it has a sink on top of the toilet bucket. You know what I'm saying? The toilet, the
You're
tank.
talking about it on the page or in Messenger?
No, on the page.
Okay. I'm going there now.
Okay. So it's like, instead of the lid, on top of it where it just closes up. Well, they apparently have some internal plumbing going on. And, I like the theory of this. There's a sink built above the toilet tank for hand washing. You got a little area to put the soap in, and then you have the area where the spout comes, and you have the little drain thing there.
Right.
The water drains into the toilet tank, any unused water, used for the next flush, and it says it saves millions of gallons of water each year.
Well,
that sounds like an idea, doesn't it?
Yeah, as long as it's the clean water coming in, that's fine.
Well, that's the thing, and I think this is where there's some configuration to where the water from the tank is the water that you're using to wash your hands.
No, I know what it is.
Oh, it's an extra
There's
line?
an extra line that runs straight to the sink, and then the water that you use in the sink drains down into the toilet tank so that it can be used for the next flush.
So this is actually another line of water coming in out of the pipe system.
I think so.
Because it would be... Listen, I got no issues, as long as, of course, the tank is, clean. But the thing is, you don't pee in the tank, you don't shit in the tank, you shit in the bowl.
The tank can get mildew and mold built up in there.
Right, okay, I got you.
From just sitting, it depends on how often you flush your toilet.
Yeah. But I'm worried it's like, okay, so say somebody leaves the sink on. Then that tank gets filled, it's going to overflow. Unless there's like an emergency cutoff. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get your idea. There must be some kind of emergency shut-off if you forget to turn the sink off.
And listen, this is Japan. Do we really think Japan is that stingent on the rules, so to speak? I'm just saying. It's a cool concept. I like it. I'm thinking if we went ahead, if there wasn't a patent, I'd say we steal it. And then we just go right ahead and say, hey, go ahead and turn your toilet tank into a sink just for hand washing.
Well,
it's a concept that like
you would still have a sink in the bathroom for brushing your teeth and things like that, I would assume.
Why couldn't this be that?
You really want to stand over your toilet to brush your teeth?
You want to stand over your toilet to wash your hands?
It's different, though.
What do you use the sink for when you brush your teeth? To spit out shit.
Yeah, but...
I guess when you're spitting out toothpaste and everything and it goes down the drain, then all of a sudden you have toothpaste. You have toothpaste coming in washing your poop away. It's okay, I get it.
It's just no.
I get it.
It's a no for me.
That's a no.
As far as the toothbrushing, I wouldn't have a problem with washing my hands as long as it's a different water line coming in.
Yeah, true. Well, yeah. I get that one. I see what you're saying.
Yeah, the toothbrushing, I would need a different sink.
That's a no. All right, so no toothbrushing. But we'll go ahead and just for anybody that didn't see it already, here, this is the toilet. The toilet with the hand washing apparatus. It's just kind of cool. That was a pretty ingenious invention. Now, especially if it's a separate water line, which you got to think that's going to take some plumbing.
Well,
but anyway, because it doesn't specify.
Well, it could be that the water line, it's not a separate water line, but it's just that it runs up to the sink before it sits in the tank.
Maybe. Because I'm thinking it's like the tank gets filled with regular water that you use for washing, showering, and it gets filled with regular water.
Right.
This is not like reclaimed water.
No.
It's just regular water that, you would use to wash your hands, wash your hair, wash anything, wash your dishes, wash your clothes. It's like, but when it sits in there, I can see what you're saying. It's like you got the mildew, the mold, and all that stuff that could possibly build up.
Yeah.
I think if it sits there for a while, it builds up. But if it's
that's what I said. Is,
if you pee
it
and
depends
poop
on
regularly,
how regularly you flush that toilet. I mean, if it's in a guest bathroom that you don't use very often,
yeah, that's true.
It could be sitting there for a while.
Maybe that's not the best idea for one of these sinks. Then maybe we need to go ahead and just say, like, yeah, you know what? I don't think these sinks are going to work over here. We need a.
Well, I mean, even if you look inside our toilet tank, you see that orange stuff on the inside?
Yeah, what the hell is that?
That's mildew.
Ew, we got mildew in our tank. That's sick.
It's not like you're using it to brush your teeth or anything.
What if I was? What if I do use that to brush my teeth?
Then you're disgusting.
Yeah, I guess so. Don't say I mean, listen, I'm not saying I...
I mean, it's just flushing down the toilet. It's not like it's anything that we're using to clean anything.
Right.
Doesn't matter how dirty it is at that point.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. 813-699-5353. That was the Japan news. That's our international Asian Trisha Takanawa news that we had going on there. I want to really quickly address something. Now, when I go ahead and post news stories on my page, the Charles Richardson Show page, when I post news stories on the page, I usually leave a caption, right? Like, ooh, check this out, or, something really weird, like the whole thing with Disney, 8 reasons you need to a non-park day during your Disney World vacation. And I put, like, Disney's always has something to do, even if you're not at the park. I always put in my little 2 cents. Well, I went ahead and there was a story about the George Floyd mural. Thank you. Over in Toledo, it was struck by lightning and completely destroyed. Now, I went ahead and I said, Karen said, God talking. And I get a message that says, you clearly have no clue about God then. Well, why is that? What? I'm kind of confused. Like, why would you comment on the little 2-word blurb instead of the actual story? I mean, first off, number one, it could be God talking. Because the one thing I know about God is that you don't go ahead and worship an idol except for him. And you know something? Putting up a George Floyd mural is kind of worshiping. And I'm sorry, I don't think God would want anybody worshiping a criminal. I don't care that he's being the yes man or the martyr for Black Lives Matter, the BLM movement, close to a BLT movement, which is making me hungry. But George Floyd is being glorified as this great citizen. And he's not. He's not. Now, granted, yes, there is an issue in this country, still is. There's an issue in this country where there is aggressive behavior from authorities against African Americans. Aggressive, even to the point of job status or employment or anything like that. It's gotten better over the years, but there's still a problem. I get that. But number one, George Floyd is no one to go ahead and salute or to look at, to worship. And this is what I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, because you're staying quiet over there, is this worshiping him? When you have statues and streets named after him and murals, and I mean, this is kind of borderline worshiping.
In a way, I guess.
And God, I believe, stated, nobody shall be worshipped. Of course, I'm fucking up the lines. Nobody shall worship any other God but me. And this right here, excuse me, I believe that's God talking, where George is being worshipped, and it clearly states, I'm the one. God has an ego. I'm the one that you need to worship, not this fucker. George Floyd is not the one you need to be worshiping. It's me. Paint a mural of God. You know? And clearly you don't know who God is. Well, you know what? Maybe you don't know who God is because apparently God just destroyed the shit out of that wall. It wasn't like the whole building collapsed. The whole part of his face was struck by lightning. Coincidence? Just saying.
And by saying that, it's not that you're saying it's okay that he died the way that he did or
absolutely
anything
not.
else.
Absolutely not. You're right.
Just saying that, does he really deserve all of this fame and all of this?
I'll bet you anything. If he lived and survived, he'd just be another person.
Yeah.
But because he died, it was caught on camera, and injustice was filmed. Yes, granted, he died in the worst possible way. It was wrong. Everybody saw it. The cop got punished for it. He got sentenced for it, blah, blah, blah. This is to the point where this gentleman, this person, I don't even want to call him, do you want to call him a gentleman? And I don't care. I'm white, and he's black. You know something? It's got nothing to do with color. I don't care if he was white. You shouldn't be honoring and worshiping him for a cause. I don't care what color he is. So don't bring that bullshit on me. All I'm saying is this person was worshipped. He was buried like a king. What is 24 karat gold coffin that they put him on?
Ridiculous.
You know what I'm saying? They had a parade with his coffin down in a glass. The only other person that I know, living or dead, that goes ahead and is paraded around in a glass housing is the Pope. And you mean to tell me that this guy is so incredible, so awesome, such a great citizen, and blah, 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 that he has to be celebrated like this? Let's paint murals all over the place. Let's make this the United States of George Floyd. You know what I'm saying? It's got no business being this glorified. Black Lives Matters movement, I get the behinds of it. I get it. I think it's gone a little too far, but you know what? There have been other, protests and stuff like that for equal rights between whites and blacks and every other color. I get why they're pushing so hard. Because everything else has fell on deaf ears. Everything.
The thing is, people who are racist were raised that way, and it's very hard to change their mind. And
they're looking at trying to eliminate racism from the world, like getting rid of COVID from the world. It's not going to happen.
Yeah, it's not possible. It's, these people who were raised that way, they were raised to believe that. And when you're raised a certain way, it is very hard to unteach.
Listen, I'll be honest with you. And this is coming straight out of my mouth. My mother was racist. My stepfather was racist. My grandfather, I have strong beliefs that he was racist. I've come from a racist family. Now, does that make me a racist? No. Does that make my sister a racist?
I'm not saying that everybody who has racist family is a racist, but I'm just saying
it was not preached in my household. It was
people
not
from a young age.
It was not preached in my household, but I know my mom was a racist because she called my Filipino fiance an N-word. Like, really? Just using that language. Just using that language, I feel is you have to have some type of feeling toward that, if not just full-blown feeling. But again, back to the matter at hand. when this post was posted with God talking because lightning struck down and destroyed a wall with George Floyd's face being put in there, and his whole face, that was basically lightning struck his face. Lightning struck his face, and the both sides went down. I'm sorry, that's God talking. Because he or she, God knows, that's right, they know. It's like, listen, you're worshiping this son of a bitch? You're worshiping this asshole? Fuck you. You need to be worshiping me, God. You need to make statues of me, God. You know what? Don't even make statues of me. Don't even make paintings. Just go to a home that was built by humans for God, kneel and pray. Maybe even take some bread and sip some wine. You know you like the wine. You know, the wine's good. It came from my blood. It's good. You know what I'm saying? I know what's in that wine. It's me. And it tastes good. Just ask Mary Magdalene. She knows. It tastes good. Maybe that was Jesus. I don't know. But I'm just saying, you go ahead and strike down a wall, and it hits directly into the nose of the George Floyd painting. I'm sorry. That's a sign. And if you don't want to believe it, that's just whatever. So, but I go ahead and comment back. It's like, I say, stop. And this is a friend of mine. I say, stop making little meaningless comments. Stop taking little meaningless comments that I make so serious, please. And then she posts back, what's the point of posting something if you don't want the comments? The reaction to the actual fucking story. That's what I did. That's what I want to be commented on, is the actual story.
I feel like you find these feuds and you enjoy them.
I enjoy disputing them. Because when I feel something and I express my feelings on it, somebody has a opinion on it, I encourage that person to go ahead and prove me wrong. Prove me wrong, because here's my feeling. What's your feeling? See,
to me, though, I would just leave it alone. Be like, okay, that's your opinion. Mine's different, but that's your opinion.
Well, it is what it is. That's why I get on here and I can talk 2 hours straight.
I guess.
Because, I have opinions that I encourage a disagreement. Because if you can disagree with me and tell me why you disagree, I'm a big enough man to go ahead and say, you know what, you make a point. Okay, I get it. Just like that feud with me and Keith. I'm not even going to go into that. But it was just, it was a feud with that. And it's like, I make a point. Okay, go ahead. Instead of calling me out on personal shit, why don't you go ahead and describe your defense on why this is good or why this is factual. And I got nothing of it. So, whatever. 813-699-5353. Listen, we all know the Delta variant. Apparently, Delta Airlines wants to go ahead and, copyright Delta.
That's what it is.
Yeah, Delta wants to go ahead, their ad campaign, the Delta variant COVID-19.
I'm sure they really want to be involved in that.
They paid a lot of money for that. The Delta variant. I mean, we already got coronavirus. It's already the beers making money. So now everybody's going to fly on Delta because now it's the Delta. It must be from Delta. If we fly Delta, we'll be safe. So everybody's going to fly Delta now.
I don't know. I think because of it being called the coronavirus, a lot of people avoided Corona for a while.
I thought it was the opposite.
Bet they're going to avoid Delta for a while, too.
I thought it was the opposite. I thought coronavirus, everybody wanted Corona. They went ahead. It's okay. So, all right. So, yeah. So, who's like, Southwest Airlines must have bought the rights and called it, hey, let's go ahead and call it the Delta variant. Because everybody will want to go fly Southwest again.
JetBlue.
or JetBlue. Thank God they didn't call it the JetBlue variant. Imagine if they called it the Southwest variant. Nobody's going to visit the Southwest United States for a while. Nobody's going to do that.
The Spirit variant.
You know, I bet you a lot of people would say, hey, why not name it the Yingling variant? We don't want to drink that shit anyway. Or the Sam Adams variant. I don't know. But anyway, so back to the story before I went on a little naming tangent.
It was funny. So
yeah, it was.
Doesn't matter.
Thank you. At least something I did was funny. Here, let me go ahead and give myself a very late chime. No, I wasn't late. There we go. Thank you.
And give you a round of applause.
Oh, do I have to do that too? Okay, I can do that too.
Look, I'm giving you a round of applause.
Anyway, so because there's a rise in coronavirus because of Delta, the Los Angeles County is now going back and requiring that masks again be worn indoors in the nation's largest county, even by those who are vaccinated. The University of California system also said Thursday that students, faculty, and staff must be inoculated against the disease to return to campus. I'm not sure what that means. Do you have any idea?
Vaccinated.
Oh.
Inoculated, vaccinated.
What the fuck did they say vaccinated?
It's the same thing.
Fucking shit. They have to fuck me up.
Same thing.
Okay, you must be vaccinated, inoculated. You have to be Deltavied. The announcements come amid a sharp increase in virus cases. Many of them, the highly transmissible Delta variant.
Now, is that just college students, or is it?
They said University of California students and faculty.
Sorry, I didn't hear that first part that you said University of California.
Not listening.
I am.
Delta. Don't fly Delta. The announcements come amid a sharp increase in virus cases, many of them of the highly transmissible Delta variant that has spread worldwide and now into the United States since California fully reopened its economy on June 15th and did away with capacity limits and social distancing. Now, the vast majority of the new cases are among unvaccinated people, so keep that in mind. The rapid and sustained increase in cases in LA County requires restoring an indoor mask mandate set by Dr. Muntu Davis, the public health officer for the county's 10 million people. The public health order will go into effect just before midnight on Saturday, so get all your stuff in while you can. It's 5:11 p.m. over there. You got another 6 hours and 50 minutes. Davis said during a virtual news conference, this is an all-hands...
Take a deep breath and put on your mask.
Yeah, he didn't say that. But yeah, this is a all-hands-on-deck moment, he said. Now, he didn't fully detail what would be some exceptions to the mask rule, but he said, for example, people could still take off their mask while eating and drinking at restaurants, which, again, how are you going to fucking eat and drink if you have a fucking mask on?
Hey, I do it at work all the time.
How do you do that? You can't do that. You have to...
Drinking with a straw, because the straw can go up under the mask, and...
Ew.
Why ew?
It's touching the cloth of the mask.
But it's touching the inside of the cloth that's already touching your face.
Yeah. Anyway, go ahead.
And eating, I mean, if you're eating like a cheeseburger, obviously that's not going to work. But if you're eating something small, like, some chips or something like that, you just lift the bottom of the mask, pop it up under, and crunch, crunch, crunch.
Well, listen, I want my fucking cheeseburger.
I mean, obviously, if you're eating a cheeseburger, you're going to have to take off your mask.
Unless you blend it up, and I guess you can eat it through a straw.
No, thank you.
Yeah, ew. So Davis said officials will focus on education rather than enforcement. Handing out citations to people who don't comply is, quote, not something we really want to have to do, he said. LA County has been recording more than 1,000 new cases each day for a week, and there's now substantial community transmission On Thursday, there were 1,537 new cases, and hospitalizations have now topped 400. I don't know if that's high or not for 10 million people. The next level of the next level is high transmission, and that's not a place where we want to be, he said. Well, no shit. Now hospitalizations in California above 1,700, the highest level since April. More than 3,600 cases reported Thursday. But since late February, but a far cry from the winter peak that saw an average of more than 40,000 a day. So obviously it's getting better, but we're not there yet. And of course, with Delta flying in, coming in, you got to keep in mind on that. Now, other counties, including Sacramento and Yolo, sounds like the chocolate thing. Yolo.
You only live once.
Close. Yeah, you're right. Are strongly urging people to wear masks indoors, but are not requiring it. Sacramento's county public health officer said the drastic increase in cases is concerning, as is the number of people choosing not to get vaccinated. A lot of people still don't want to get vaccinated, and I know you're one of them.
Yeah.
Vaccination is by far the most effective way to prevent severe disease and death after exposure to the virus, and to reduce spread of the disease to those who are not able or yet eligible to receive the vaccine. This is from University of California President Michael Drake. He sent a letter to the system's 10 chancellors that unvaccinated students without approved exemptions will be barred from in-person classes, events, and campus facilities, including housing. So they're taking a really severe stance, going back to what it was before the vaccinations were even available. So what do you think of this? Do you think it's going to spread? Because right now, before you answer that, right now, Arkansas, Missouri, Nevada, Florida have high transmission rates of the Delta COVID-19. So what do you think? Do you think that we're going to go back and we're going to have to retract and possibly go back to another shutdown?
I hope not, but I'm not seeing this going away.
No, I don't
think that this vaccine is doing really much of anything.
It's got to be. Well,
a lot of people went and got a vaccine,
but here's the thing.
It's working.
But here's the thing. It's like it's got to be doing some good, because the daily virus, the daily positivities are down, like severe, like humongously low than what they were. I mean, we're looking at, instead of 10 to 15,000 cases a day in Florida, we're looking at 1,000 to 1,500, and that's with the rise. I think we were in the hundreds before. Now it's like, we're creeping back above 1,000. Wow. So I don't know if we're going to hit a peak, or we need to offer some type of lottery or $1 million. Listen, every shot you get's $1 million.
I still wouldn't do it.
There's got to be some amount of money you would take.
No, because you're playing with your health. I don't know that thing's not going to kill me. That vaccine isn't going to kill me. I don't know that vaccine's not going to cause some other health problem down the road.
Well, we don't know that about much of anything until like years and years and years go by. But we can't wait years and years and years. Our way of life is not going to survive. This is what they're doing. They're doing a quick study, and right now it seems to have been curving everything until Delta came. Now, when the Southwest variant comes aboard, or the Alaska Airways variant comes aboard, then we're going to have to start worrying about those variants now. But it's the same thing with the flu, though.
There's always going to be some kind of different strain.
Yes.
That is going to... And it's going to be, you have to get your yearly COVID vaccine, just like you have to get your yearly flu shot.
Yeah, but see, the problem is the flu, I don't think, as easily transmissible as COVID. I really don't think so. I think COVID is a lot easier to transmit than the flu. I'm just saying.
Well, apparently everybody at my work is sick. Like everybody.
Well,
except for me.
That's what, see?
And
you're immune.
A few select others.
You know, you have seen the movie I Am Legend, right? You probably have the antibodies in your blood.
But those that were not sick, and they don't have COVID. It's just like some kind of other thing. But anyway.
And I'm not saying I'm sick, but I always have like a little cough after I eat.
I always get like that.
Yeah.
I've always been that way, though. Anyways.
Go ahead.
There are people who, all these people who are getting sick are people who have gotten vaccinated.
Right.
And so now they're like, okay, I can walk around without a mask on out in public and stuff.
Yeah.
And now they're all sick.
But the thing is though, the studies.
I mean,
and again,
it's not COVID, but I'm just saying
But the studies are showing, and again, everybody that denounces the vaccine are probably going to denounce these studies and the numbers and all that other jazz. But the studies have shown that these new people that are being tested positive are not vaccinated. Most of them. Yes, there are still some that are vaccinated that did get it, and that has been in the little fine print. Getting this vaccination does not mean you'll never get the virus. It means your reaction to the virus or your health won't deteriorate as bad. It does clearly state that. This is not something to take that you are going to be immune to this virus. You could still get the virus.
I don't know. Maybe I do have immunity.
It's possible.
They're going to chop up my body and sell it to science when I die.
No, not until I get a good asking price.
Oh,
I'm just
thanks.
saying. Well, listen, I think you're well worth a lot of the prices that they're talking about. Mm-hmm. So I'm just going to make sure that you get a good top-notch value before we put the chloroform on you and take you to the science lab.
Why, thank you.
All right, listen, I put high value in you. You are a top-notch wife, and I'll definitely put that on your little thing.
My little thing?
Yeah, top-notch wife.
Are you going to put that on my tombstone?
No, I don't know if I can afford a tombstone.
Oh.
I mean, I don't have that much life insurance, but I mean, if I go ahead and it'll be like a little postcard that I'll go ahead and stick in the ground. You know how like they have the yard sale signs?
Oh,
I'll go ahead and put one in there and just, take like some
top-notch wife.
Top-notch wife.
Also known as Wifesicle.
Wifesicle. Oh, God.
Am I going to be grade A, top choice B?
Definitely. Grade A. Shit. I mean, that's prime choice right there. Prime cut.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Oh. Well, yeah, that too.
No, the movie.
Yeah, the wedding singer. Yeah. Well, listen, I didn't have a chance to go ahead and nail you from 50,000 feet, so I don't know.
We've never been on an airplane together.
We need to. I think we need to.
You don't like to go on airplanes.
I don't like to go on airplanes, but you know something? I want to see my dad again, and it's driving up there. I think it's just going to be a pain in the ass, and I think we just need to fly. Even if we go visit Scotty again, I think we just need to fly. Just fly. I mean, it was a nice road trip. Don't get me wrong, but it was exhausting.
The Atlanta airport's a nightmare. Just letting you know.
Well,
I've been there a couple times.
Listen, it's just we got to deal with it. Well, we'll deal with it. We'll figure it out. I mean, nothing's in stone right now. Come on. Still got to worry about Stefan's birthday first before we can even talk about flying. Shit. We're not flying Delta, though. Just saying.
I don't want the Delta variant.
We're not going to get the Delta variant. That's a damn sure. 813.
Speaking of variant, we need to watch more Loki.
Oh, yeah. We got to watch Loki. I'm sorry. The first two episodes kind of weirded me out. I'm over here used to seeing Loki as part of the on the Avengers movie and that stuff.
It's
and he's
different.
A badass.
Yeah.
And now all of a sudden he's dressed in an orange uniform and he's like getting all, sympathetic and everything. I was like, who the fuck is this? It looks like Loki, but it ain't. So I don't know. The first 2 episodes kind of like they haven't done it for me yet. I mean,
the thing is, they've got him.
No, he escaped.
Well, now.
Yeah, he escaped.
But I'm just saying they had him pretty much locked up.
Yeah, they did, but
he didn't really have much choice.
Owen Wilson needs to be smarter. I'm telling you. He can't go ahead. He can't turn his head on Loki. No matter what collar they have. Oh, by the way, he got the collar off. Like, you think if you make a interstellar collar for the people that control the timeline, I mean, these got to be some pretty advanced people. You would think they would have a collar that could not be removed unless you did it. But no, Loki goes ahead and removes it at a snap of a finger, and just whatever. I mean, it's got too many holes in it. Until it's like, I guess we do need to watch more of it.
Yeah.
No, I mean, we will. We'll definitely finish the season. And of course, they've already had a season 2. They've already have all the episodes on Netflix, on Disney Plus. All of them are up there for the first season.
No, they don't.
Yeah, they did. They did. They came out the last one, I think, like a week ago. Oh. So all the episodes are there on Disney Plus, and we're just gonna have to. You know what? Maybe that's what we'll do tomorrow. Because I don't see anything where we can't have Stefan watch that. It doesn't seem that violent. It just seems like a regular storyline. He might get bored of it, to be honest with you.
Maybe.
I'm just saying. All right. Going to take a break. And when I say break, I mean 2 kick-ass songs. We got Conway and Freakstar back to back. Enjoy the tunes. Underground rock right here on the Charles Richardson Show. And then we'll come back. We'll talk Disney. We'll talk Big Brother. We'll have good news because I know Wifesicle is going to have good news because she is a top-notch.
Wifesicle has already found some.
She's a top-notch wife. Co-host, not sure. But top-notch wife.
Thank you.
Just saying. I mean, right now, she's on More Than Karen, so I have to put her at number 2. Number 2 host. Of course, me, I'm number 1. I'm number 1 because I have all the fun. I have all the board and the... You see what I see from here, you'd probably shit yourself.
I don't know about all that.
No. It's confusing. That's all I'm going to say. Everybody, don't go anywhere. If you're still watching the show, thank you for supporting. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.
Stay where you are. The Charles Richardson Show will return after this.
Think
your favorite song. Sing it. Chicken, chicken nugget, yeah. Chicken, chicken nugget, yeah. Chicken, chicken nuggets, yeah, 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 yeah. Chicken, chicken nugget, yeah. Chicken, chicken nugget, yeah. Chicken, chicken nuggets, yeah, 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 yeah. I eat chicken nuggets when I eat. I eat chicken nuggets while I'm in a tree. I eat chicken nuggets when I'm drinking tea. I don't want 5 or 10, I want 23. Chicken nuggets is my favorite food. Eat them anytime, I'm always in the mood. If you like chicken nuggets, then you know just what to say. I love chicken nuggets and I eat them every day. If you like chicken nuggets, then you gotta sing along. If you like chicken nuggets, this is your favorite song. If you like chicken nuggets, then you gotta sing along. If you like chicken nuggets, this is your favorite song. Sing it. Chicken, chicken nugget, yeah. Chicken, chicken nugget, yeah. Chicken, chicken nuggets, yeah, 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 yeah. Sing it. Chicken, chicken nugget, yeah. Chicken, chicken nugget, yeah. Chicken, chicken nuggets, yeah, 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 yeah.
We're back to the best show you have never heard of. That's The Charles Richardson Show.
And the number to call, 813-699-5353 if you want to go ahead and join the show. Welcome back, everybody. Thinking maybe we don't have a lot of Disney news. Maybe we'll just go right to Big Brother.
Okay.
You're okay with that, right?
Fine.
Yeah. Get some Big Brother news. They just had their first, whatchamacallit?
Eviction.
Yeah. They had their first eviction. So let's do Big Brother here. Yeah. Kind of like Big Brother. I think we all like Big Brother. There we go. Get a little loop going on here. So, Big Brother news, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Brother update. We got to get one of these things here. Save banner. Yeah. There we go. So let's do the Big Brother update. All right. So on the Big Brother show, we had our first eviction, and that was Travis. So, like I told you, Alyssa and Kyland were the ones that were nominated. Now, Frenchie, let's just go ahead and take care of the elephant in the room. Frenchie's fucked up. His game is shit. We've all agreed on that.
Yeah, he doesn't know what the hell he's doing.
At the very first impression I got from Frenchie was, hey, this guy's a social butterfly. This guy seems to know how to work angles. This guy knows what he's doing. And the problem I saw is that Frenchie basically told everybody, you're safe. Everybody's safe. You get a safety. And you get a safety. And you get a safety. The problem is, Frenchie, you got to nominate 2 people. And it's not all the time, as a matter of fact, rarely, that your 2 nominations that you have in the back of your mind are actually going to pan out. Because you're going to have some people who are going to win the veto, and you have people that are going to win wild card, and you're going to have people that, are just going to talk out of it. Frenchie's problem is he is paranoid beyond belief. I think he does have some type of PTSD, to be honest with you, because he was in the military, but he's just paranoid beyond belief. He's over here making assumptions. One of the things he says is he's observant. He likes to observe, just sit back and observe and just observe. Well, apparently he observed Christian and Alyssa, not this Alyssa, observed Christian and Alyssa in the game and saw that they were getting, kind of close, kind of friendly. And he immediately assumed, and this is, of course, it's not saying it's not true, but immediately assumed that they were in a showmance. Well, obviously they got Alyssa and Christian together, and they're denying it left and right. This and that. It's like it's only day 3, day 4, whatever. Well, listen.
It's not to say that there may not be a showmance in the future, but at this particular point in time, they're just getting to know each other.
Yeah, at this point in time, it's just a reach around. They're not going full banging on right now. So
they're not hiding under the covers in the HOH room.
They're not doing that, right? So, well, first off, I don't think Frenchie will allow it anyway.
Well, they're both have-nots anyway. Yeah. So they're stuck in that have-not room.
Yeah, they got to find a blanket and take the... Anyway, that's a different story altogether. So, immediately, Frenchie identifies Christian as one of these meatheads. Okay? Then he sees Alyssa and Christian rubbing elbows and stuff like that in the kitchen and everything, and thinking, oh, well, they're going to be a showmance. Well, the one stipulation is there's a wild card competition that you nominate one person out of every eligible team. So, like, for instance, Frenchie was part of the Jokers, and the Jokers are all safe. So they couldn't nominate somebody to play in this wild card competition. But everybody else, the Aces, Kings, and Queens, they nominated a individual. Christian was one of the individuals, and he actually won the wild card, which granted him safety for the week. Okay? So there goes one of Frenchie's plans that, hey, Christian's Christian's out. You can't do that. Then apparently he promised safety to every other meathead for whatever fucking reason. And then he was stuck, so you saw him pacing back and forth trying to find out what the fuck I'm going to do. And then he finds out, hey, Alyssa and Christian are getting close, so if I can't take out Christian, I'm going to take out Alyssa, who, by the way, I've told all the females they're safe. So, I mean, it's like he overstepped his game.
Yeah.
And the way he's been handling himself, he's like listening behind doors. He's getting caught listening behind doors. It's like, dude,
being a little bit more stealthy.
Yeah, you definitely weren't in somewhere with those secret operations, because you would have fucked up the whole thing if that was the case. So, I mean, his game is terrible.
Then, when the veto was played, he started making alliances.
Oh, yeah.
And alliances.
Yeah.
And alliances. He made like 3 different alliances.
Doesn't he have like 3 final 2s? Some shit like that?
Well, no. He's got a final 2 with Derek. Big Derek. I don't know.
Big D.
Anyway.
And
so he's
Brent.
got a final 2. Yeah, maybe he has one with Brent.
He has one with Brent.
And then he has that Slaughterhouse alliance.
Which, by the way, if you take a look at the formation of the Slaughterhouse, it's half the people that don't trust him anyway. They're just kind of going along with it. There was no... it was really stupid.
That really all-women's alliance called French Kiss. And as they were forming the alliance, it shows the women that he's forming the alliance with going in the diary room saying, I don't trust him. We're not really in this. We're just going along with whatever he says right now.
We're just going along. He's the first one getting kicked out anyway, because...
So he's making all of these alliances that nobody is actually 100% in on.
Oh, not even probably 50% in.
Yeah.
I mean, they're probably just saying, yes, Frenchie, whatever you say, Frenchie. Don't put me on the block, Frenchie. Don't go back on your word like you did every other person. It was just
game
crazy.
Is just a mess.
We thought the world of Frenchie. We thought
I don't know if
Frenchie.
I thought the world of him, but
we thought he was a pretty decent,
he might be a
guy.
contender. I thought, but not anymore.
Not now. After seeing what a train wreck he is.
Although his little catchphrase about a hair on a donkey's ass was pretty funny.
I mean, you got hillbilly sayings, one-liners. This guy's a hillbilly one-liner right there.
I don't even know what he was trying to say.
I don't know either. I don't know. But whatever it is, it's just it was weird. It made us laugh, and it's like, okay, I kind of like Frenchie, but now it's like, okay, I like Frenchie for like these one-liners, but the game and having him and being a contender is just shit. So anyway, so Alyssa and Kylan were nominated. Kylan is kind of a meathead, but he was up there as a pawn. He actually wanted to get Alyssa out. So all this talk of meatheads being kicked out, and all of a sudden, we want to kick out Alyssa. Then he had an intervention with Alyssa. Alyssa went ahead and proclaimed that him and Christian her and Christian are not in an alliance or showmance. Then all of a sudden, Freddie said, "Oh my God, I made a mistake, and I need to rethink who I want to kick out." Then he wanted to kick Derek X out, the nerd. He wanted to kick the nerd out because apparently the nerd said his name while he was holding up his ear in one of the room's door. So Derek, because Derek said Frenchie in a non-polite way.
No, he was talking about how his gameplay sucks. Was basically
Derek X once you called him out, but obviously without him being there, of course.
Right.
But called him out, and it's like, dude, this guy's all over the fucking world. So apparently Frenchie went ahead and said, now Derek X, the nerd, is his main target. Well, guess who won the veto? Derek X. So this whole thing went down the tubes until finally Derek X was approached by Frenchie and said, "Hey, listen, please use the veto. Get Kylan off." And Derek actually had a compelling, he told it in the diary room that he had to make a decision. Either, keep happiness with my team, the Aces, Brent, Hannah, and Whitney as the captain, or stay in favoritism with Frenchie, who's the HOH. And I'm over here thinking to myself, what would I do? Frenchie is not going to be HOH next week.
Nope.
But I'm still going to have my team. What? See what I'm saying? I wouldn't do anything for the HOH. I'm not on the block. I have safety. You could fucking kick rocks.
Yeah.
But Derek X, not being as smart as I thought he would, went ahead and used it on Kylan. They put up Travis, which Frenchie goes ahead and calls a meathead, and they got the nominations. 11-2, Travis is voted out. So there you go. Now again, keep in mind, this is not 100% sure where we may not have a battle back. You never know.
Yeah, there could be any other kind of thing too where, this competition, especially with this high stakes, high reward thing, it's like, you could bring back this player for this. You just never know what's going to happen.
So here's some notes here. Now, I just noticed this. They have, and this is according to Wikipedia, there is a highlighted in like peach, where they have the names of the people that are safe for the week. It says, during the team phase of the game, the head of household's teammates are granted immunity from eviction. The team phase will end after week 4.
Yeah.
So they're going to go do away with the team after week 4. We're already in week 2.
When they did teams before, that was the way they did it.
Yeah. So now we don't know if there's going to be a battle back. Like, Travis could be in this with the next 3 nominations, or the next 3 people evicted. We don't know if that's the case. We can tell you that as of the airing on Thursday, Kylan was the new head of household. Now, Kylan is part of the team with Tiffany, Claire, and was Travis. So at any point in time, Travis could have used one of these things. It was this week, or it was last week. So, but he did not, and Travis is the one out. So now, that team of the Queens now has Claire, who's the captain, Kylan, and Tiffany. And they do have the wild card competitors that were selected and who won. I will not reveal that. I will tell you that it is not the same option, given the same set of the reward as last week. It's a different reward. The wild card competition did not guarantee safety. It was something else. So, gonna have to watch on Sunday. That's the next episode of Big Brother. Sunday, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 Central. Make sure you go ahead and tune to CBS and, of course, Paramount Plus. Watch all the live feeds and all that grotesque stuff happening right there in Big Brother.
Watch the people hiding under the blankets in the HOH room.
Yeah. Do you have any other comments on Big Brother?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. What we're going to do is we're going to take a one-song break. We're going to come back with good news. Go ahead and close out the show and get everything rolling. This is going to be from our artist that actually supplies us with the song Stand Up, which is our theme song. They're called 23EXP. Don't go anywhere. Alyssa's good news to bring in the weekend is coming up next. Stay tuned.
The weekend is almost here. The good news with Alyssa is next. Stay tuned.
time to go ahead and close out the show. And you know how we do it. We do it always with the good news. Alyssa right there to go ahead and take it away.
A stranger took in 2 dogs after helping a car accident victim airlifted to the hospital and unable to tend to their dogs. The universe offers a myriad of opportunities for random acts of kindness. When such a chance falls in our path, some choose to ignore it and keep on walking, while others rise to the occasion with grace and kindness. Case in point, when Nova Scotia native Matthew Van Der Riet unexpectedly found himself at the scene of an auto wreck on a lonely patch of highway without hesitation, he stepped in to help. Van Der Riet was first alerted to the situation when he noticed a very distressed-looking dog standing by the side of the road. Kipper, a 10-year-old basset hound, and her canine companion Merlin, a 2-year-old shepherd, had been thrown from their owner's vehicle by the impact of the crash.
Ouch.
After quickly securing the dogs, Van Der Riet turned his attentions to the human passengers in the badly damaged vehicle. Though the car was flipped on its roof, both the driver and his girlfriend survived the accident. As Van Der Riet tended to them with his first aid kit, he reached out to another passerby to call for emergency intervention. The medical personnel who arrived soon after determined the female passenger's injuries, though not life-threatening, warranted her being airlifted to a nearby hospital for care. Rather than leaving the driver and the dogs stranded, Van Der Riet transferred the couple's belongings and all their dog gear into his truck and drove the young man to the Halifax hospital where his girlfriend was being treated. But for Van Der Riet, the day's random act of kindness were far from finished. With their owners new to the area and having no family close by, Van Der Riet was left with the logistical problem of what to do with Kipper and Merlin. Again, without hesitation, he offered to keep the dogs until the couple was able to pick them up.
Nice.
I figured at least I could do was take those dogs home with me. He told CBC News, "I knew the pups were shaken up, and I know if somebody was in an accident and their loved one is hurt, the last thing they need to worry about is their dogs." Although both pooches appeared to be mostly okay, just to be on the safe side, Van Der Riet brought them to the local animal hospital for evaluation. Following a checkup donated free of charge due to the circumstances, the doggy duo was cleared to go and given pain medication to deal with any lingering effects of the accident. After the vet visit, Van Der Riet brought Merlin and Kipper home and let them get acquainted with his 2 miniature Doberman housemates. A long day filled with unforeseen events, random acts of kindness, was followed by a quiet night of trust, safety, and security, and all thanks to the unsolicited help of a truly humble local hero.
Very awesome. Gotta love that right there. Yep. Somebody that's a dog lover, maybe even not a dog lover, just somebody that's out there, just a trooper. You gotta appreciate that.
Yep.
All right. Thank you very much. And again, going out on a high note here for the weekend, right here on the Charles Richardson Show. Once again, make sure you visit rawtalkonlineradio.com. That is the home of, that is the home base of our show and to many other shows as well. Every Monday through Friday, we have the Morning Mayhem right there on Just for Fun Radio. From 7:30 to 10, and then from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m., it's the Steve Jarrett Morning Show. So we got your mornings covered Monday through Friday from 7:30 in the morning all the way to 1 p.m. Eastern Time. And then in the afternoon, we got you covered too. From 4 to 6 p.m. Eastern, it's the Matt Connerton Unleashed program from 4 to 6 p.m. Eastern, Monday through Friday, live on rawtalkonlineradio.com. So we appreciate all of the affiliates again. Just want to go ahead and shout them out one more time. Alien X Radio, Lime City Radio, Delmarva Talk Radio, Tomorrow Radio, AOW Broadcast, IPM Nation, and IRN Broadcast. And we also want to say thank you very much to Just for Fun Radio, letting us broadcast on their Facebook feed. We thank you very much for that as well. Guys, have a great weekend. We will see you Wednesday right here on the show. Take care. And also, welcome Twitch, twitch.tv. Make sure you go ahead and take a look at there. All right, we're out of here before I say too much more. Take care.
Too high, get to see the light. Yeah, it's true, been there before. But now the sun don't hurt me. It blinded me permanently.